Joining us now from Isreal, Martha Boneta. She's live. She's getting ready for the big day on Monday, where the United States officially will have their embassy in Jerusalem. And for the festivities will be Vice President Mike Pence, First Vice President Lady Karen Pence, Ivanka Trump will be there, Jared Trump, many other dignitaries from the administration. And joining us now live there is Martha Boneta. Good to have you, Martha.
Thank you so much, John. It's such a historic time to be here. There's so much excitement. The streets of Jerusalem are going to be flooded with people from literally all over the world. And to be here for this historic ribbon cutting is just extraordinary. We're traveling all across Israel between now and then. We have been able to get into parts of Israel and into various areas that most don't get to see. Most tourists don't get to see, so it's just been extraordinary. And I have someone you know and love with me, and that is Karen Vaughn. And as you know, Karen Vaughn, and as our country knows, and we are so grateful for, Karen Vaughn is a Gold Star mom. She, as you know, was on the stage and at the convention in Ohio that you and I both covered. Karen and I shared a stage together in Omaha, Nebraska, for the Mom's March. And Karen is the mother of fallen U.S. Navy SEAL Aaron Carson Vaughn. On August 6, 2011, Aaron was killed in action in the Panjshir River Valley of Afghanistan when a chopper carrying 30 Americans was shot from the sky while rushing into battle. And I have Karen with me right now.
Hey, Karen,
John, how you doing?
Karen, it's been a long time. It's good to have you with us. I tried to get you on a couple months ago, and the mobile phone I had for you, I guess, was an old phone, and it didn't work. So I got to get that from Martha when you're done.
Definitely need to get that called up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I know. I was calling you up because I know I'd heard you were considering a run for the U.S. House of Representatives in the South Florida area that you're in. So I was interested in getting your take on that. I since understand you've decided not to do that, right?
That's correct. I did. I thought about it for about 3 weeks, John, and decided it was not in my community's best interest, so I pulled out. But it was quite a trial to make that decision both ways, getting in and getting back out.
We appreciate the effort, and we just certainly backed your candidacy. Karen, going there, being in Israel now, leading up to the big transfer, the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, tell us about the mood there of the Israelis. Are they bracing for what could be terrorist attacks? Are they bracing for discontent within some of their border areas, or are they excited about it? What's the mood of the Israeli people?
The one thing about Israelis, both times I've been here, I've found these people to be the most resilient people in the world. They do not fear anything. They are excited. They are thankful to America. I've heard that expressed over and over and over again. They are thankful to our nation. They're thankful for the backing of this president. They're excited about this move. They're excited that now other nations are joining in, one by one falling in, and they're agreeing to move their embassies as well. So the attitude here is, yes, they expect there to be some turmoil, but that's nothing new for these people. And so, they just batten down the hatches, brace up, and say, hey, let's roll, whatever, bring it, because we're used to it, and we're just happy to finally have the right thing done and have the United States in our corner doing it.
Well, Karen, I'm glad to hear that. What is the take from the Israel? I know you guys are meeting with a lot of Israeli dignitaries. What is their take regarding the president's, which will be Middle East prime time, 9 o'clock tonight, your time, his speech from the Oval Office at 2 p.m. Eastern today about we expect him to get rid of the Iranian deal. What is the attitude? It's funny their attitude. They think it's funny. I just heard a woman say just an hour ago that they think because he's making an announcement about it that he's going to fall their way and pull out of the deal for sure and not reconfirm it in any way. And for us, we know this president well enough that of course that's what we suspect. But they believe this president is on their side. They believe that he is going to make sure that the follow through is proper, and that this thing is done once and for all, and that he has Israel's back. And so the people here are excited about this president. They're excited about the relationship that he has
with Benjamin Netanyahu. They're excited about the love that he has. It's very apparent for the Israeli people. And so they expect nothing but good things tonight. And I think that I think that all of Israel will be up and sitting on the edge of their seats for the president's speech at 9 p.m. here tonight.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, I think all of us expect that he's going to withdraw from the deal, Karen, simply because he's moved it up from the 12th to the 8th. He's doing it in prime time. I mean, I would think that if he was going to stall and renegotiate it for whatever reason, that the venue that he's chosen would not exactly be the same. So, look, obviously the Israelis here have a lot at stake. Their prime minister has been very critical of this deal. They believe that it's helping the Iranians get hard cash in order to export terrorism not only into their own country, but around the Middle East. What are some of the other things that you found, Karen Vaughn, that are on Israelis' minds now?
Well, constantly the situation in the West Bank is on their mind. Both times that I've been here in Israel, they've been national security type tours. And so we're constantly dealing with the West Bank and the situation. We're actually standing in a section of the West Bank right now. And so I have to be careful even what I say because I have no idea what's around me. We're in common territory right now. So that's an issue that, that we're in an area right now that it is 9 miles to Tel Aviv right now on the Green Line from the West Bank. So we're standing, when you stand on the edge of this and some of these areas like the Golan Heights and some of these borders, when you're talking about two-state solutions, we had a long discussion about that this morning. That's no solution at all. And so these are the issues that are critical. We know that these talks are circling again about constant talks about the two-state solution. No solution at all. What that means is that Hamas has the upper hand and can utterly destroy. Hamas has the upper hand and can utterly destroy Israel at any given time, and that's what the two-state solution is. This is no solution, and so that's what's on their mind right now. Israel knows that they're in a fight for their lives every day of their lives, and that's what's on their mind.
So it sounds like Karen Vaughn. Karen is a Gold Star mom, and she's with us now. Karen, it's live at the West Bank in Israel. Karen, it sounds like what you're saying is the average Israeli on the street has no interest in a two-state solution. Is that a fair understanding?
What that Karen? Does is that gives the Palestinians a vantage point. If you stand at the edge of the West Bank and you look, you see that there are points. I'm sorry, they're rushing us back onto the bus, so Martha and I are kind of at a disadvantage right now to concentrate, John. But if you stand at any of these vantage points, you see that if that becomes Palestinian territory, and we have this two-state solution quote, what you see is that Jordan, Syria, Iran, everybody now has direct access to utterly destroy Israel. And so that's it. This is not about dividing land fairly. This is about utterly destroying Israel. And everybody needs to understand that. And you can talk about it all day long. Intellectually, you can look at maps, but when you stand there at that vantage point and you look at the oversight of the nation of Israel from the West Bank, you see clearly what this is about. And this is about the utter destruction of Israel. So it cannot happen.
All right. I know you guys have to take off. We appreciate the time.
Thank you,
John Fredericks Radio Network. Karen Vaughn and Martha Boneta live at the West Bank in Israel, getting ready for the big day on Monday, where the United States Embassy officially moves from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Karen and Martha, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us on the show, John.